everyone. I'm Donna Bush with your CIGTV News Update. Thanks as always for joining us. We begin with information from a meeting held by public health officials on Wednesday morning. It's the second meeting where more than 20 stakeholders, including officials from various ministries, DOT, border control agencies, the Airports Authority, and GIS, met to get an update on the chikungunya outbreak and as well as to discuss the advisory on Ebola. Now, 5 cases have come back positive of chikungunya since the first case was reported. And although suspected cases are being routinely checked, there have been no positive cases reported since the middle of July. Now, officials want to be prepared in case Ebola poses a threat, but it doesn't appear to be the case now. Meantime, health officials are placing emphasis on hand washing and public education as preventative measures. Of course, we'll continue to bring you the latest on the chikungunya virus as public health officials release the information. In other health-related news, we first told you about the health minister's response to last week's review of the HSA's dialysis unit on Wednesday morning, where we spoke with Minister Bodden here today, and here's what he had to say.
Well, last week we had 4 incidents. One, tragically, was a loss of life. We had 2 other incidents that were dialysis-related, and we had one that was a dialysis patient, but non-dialysis related at the time. So that was a lot to take place in 1 week. And I mean, when you, of course, any loss of life is very concerning. So we, naturally at the HSA, they got very concerned and they started their own analysis as to what was going on. Was this a tragic coincidence? Was it some faulty equipment? Was it something with the supply of water, whatever, at the dialysis unit? So they brought in their private doctors as well as HSA docs, and they did their own forensic analysis. Conclusion was that everything was okay, but we took it a stage further. We said, well, let's bring in someone totally independent, Professor Everard Barton from UE, and he is in Jamaica, and he is well known in the region. He is professor of medicine and nephrology, and he is a regional expert in kidney disease, and he was invited to conduct an independent review of the dialysis unit. He came in on Sunday night, and Monday he did the full day of analysis. And thankfully, he has concluded, after reviewing patient records, meeting with doctors, meeting with nurses and biomedical technicians, inspected the machine service, and looked at water quality logs, he's concluded that there is no link except a real bad sequence of events of very complex health issues with these various individuals, all culminated in 1 week. So it has given me reassurance as minister, but I think more important than me are the patients that continue to use the dialysis unit, their families, and of course the family of the deceased, who our hearts go to, because we don't want to lose anyone. But just to say that the Cayman Islands, believe it or not, our unit is not just a nice looking one, which is very new. We opened just not recently, a few months ago. But the fact is that when we look at statistics and compare ourselves to even the big United States and Britain, Australia, New Zealand, our death rate is actually at the bottom of the pile. So that is very reassuring, and that's nothing to do with absolute numbers. That's the rate of death. So that is quite comforting to know, and I just want the public to know that the HSA is continuing its best to deliver top quality service across the board. But dialysis, which is a life-saving measure. We have people on dialysis from 2 years old to 88 years old, and we have people who have been there 18 years. So I don't think there should be any panic, any need to over-concern with the dialysis operations at the hospital. In fact, the reverse. We've had a blip on the screen. We don't want to see it again. But going forward, I think that you can be reassured that we are doing our best there to provide top quality service.
Well, good news for civil servants who are members of CIGTV or the Civil Service Association. As children across the Cayman Islands get ready to go back to school, the association continues to offer support in the way of giving school bags and some of the basic supplies to boys and girls of all ages. CIGTV President Mr. James Watler tells us more.
The school supply program started about 5 years ago. What we do is we buy school bags and the array of school supplies which we distribute each year. We not only on Grand Cayman, but we also do Cayman Brac. The bags for Cayman Brac went up on Friday, so Mr. Mark Tibbetts and Mrs. Frances Klein will be distributing them to members over there. Normally what we've done in the past, like on Grand Cayman, we've had a public beach activity where all the people from Cayman Brac come out to the public beach in Cayman Brac and receive a school bag. This year we decided not to do that, but to do it similar to what we're doing here. We do not have an office on Cayman Brac, but Mr. Mark and Ms. Klein operates out of the government admin building, and so therefore they're going to be doing it from there, similar to what we're doing right here now. So it is a great program because parents look forward to it. Over the past 5 years, they're looking forward to it. You're getting a wonderful, beautiful school bag. You're also getting all the basic supplies that you need for your child to start them off fresh, ready to roll for this new school year.
And civil servants who sign up this week will get a bag and supplies as well. The CIGTV office is open this week from 3:30 to 7:30 in the Hospital Road Plaza, and that's until Friday night. Well, as always, if you missed today's news update, you can get all the details on our YouTube and Facebook pages. Also, tune into Radio Cayman's Talk Today and For the Record shows. That's weekdays, 7:30 to 9:30 in the mornings for the Record, and Talk Today at 12:15 weekdays. As always, I'm Donna Bush saying thanks for watching, wishing you a wonderful night, and inviting you back here again on Thursday evening. Until then, bye-bye for now.